No, like
It
matches
looks
the
cool.
movie.
It
Yeah,
looks really
it's
cool.
like a
Yeah.
thriller light.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
So to start, I wanted to ask you guys, I like the idea of F Mary Kill becoming like an actual reality. And it made me think of all of those kind of, I don't want to call it childhood games because we didn't play F Mary Kill as kids, but it made me think of like MASH and these things we used to do. And if something could become a reality for you that you guys did as kids or did when you were younger, what little game like that would you want to become real and why?
Oh, dang.
Oh, wow.
Can I
I
say
was
duck,
like,
duck, goose?
yeah, but
What's the real adult version
What's
of
the real adult version is they turn into
ducks,
duck,
Ducks?
duck, goose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Like
that
the
Or you
magic
only
where
play
people
you
turn
only
into
play
ducks and
with ducks
gooses.
and gooses.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's mine.
I mean,
Okay.
I feel like it's not really a game, but it was actually already a tangible game. The Pretty Pretty Princess. Do you remember that?
No.
Wait, with like the
Do you
little
remember Pretty
earrings and the
Pretty
jewelry?
Princess?
Yep.
And so you would like become more of a princess when you played. Like you'd
Oh.
gather
Get
the
the things,
earrings.
right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
I mean, I've already done a movie Truth or Dare. I've already done that.
I did a MASH movie.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you
First
done
First
a
Friends is about
No,
MASH.
this is
you
my
done
first game.
Okay, this is
turned
first
Yeah.
game turned movie. And I was about to say, I feel like I did play FMK as way too young.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
don't we all want like 2 minutes in the closet to become a real game?
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7 minutes in heaven. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
no,
is
not real.
essentially 13 going on 30. But
Right.
there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Um,
We've used all the games. There's none left.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. So I wanted to ask you guys, like Laura, obviously on the production side of things is a bit different, but when you get to have a thriller comedy and you get to, add in that element of, someone killing based on dating apps or, like F Mary Kill as a concept in general, how much fun is it for you to lean into that kind of energy and the pool that so many people have just to like the name F Mary Kill and we all know what to expect out of it versus a normal kind of horror movie or horror comedy where you have to kind of you know establish all this. You get to kind of have that already built in.
Yeah.
I mean, from a directing standpoint, like it was awesome to be able to like kind of cinematically stretch my legs in a movie that looked like a thriller. I think, comedies often don't end up looking as cinematic as like a Fincher movie. And I think it was cool to be able to like use Hitchcock and Fincher and all these references, Shaun of the Dead, like all these cool references of like comedies that also could look really striking. And so it was fun for me to be able to have that as a touchstone, like visually, so that the comedy could just be really fun and we could push the comedy more.
Yeah. And I think for me, it was like finding the tone because obviously we're dealing with things that really happen that are very heavy and very real and very scary. But I think the comedy comes into play because of just the ridiculousness of what Eva is doing. Oh, like it's insane. And so yeah, but it's always fun when you are already going to hook the audience with something that's familiar. Everyone's like going to be hooked by the title, and it's just such a clever twist on that game. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I always just think I'm drawn to movies that don't feel like they fit into one genre and they're a bit, kind of like one of one and it feels really unique. And we are talking about heavy topics, but sometimes a really great way into those topics can be through comedy as well. So it's really fun to be a part of something that's sort of yeah, mashing these genres in a way that feels really unique.
Mhm.
I 100% agree. I wanted to ask you, Laura, you brought it up a little bit, but I love all the references because I'm a Fincher girl. Zodiac is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I
Nice.
love that. And you said Shaun of the Dead, and as is the case with Shaun of the Dead, I instantly had the scene where they're singing to the zombie in my head because it's just one of those things like you connect with it. What for you guys was your favorite thing you got to reference or pull from with this movie? And like how exciting was it for you to like get to reference so many things in something like America?
I mean, weirdly, completely out of genre, there's a big nod to Ferris Bueller's Day Off in one of the scenes.
Wait, which one?
The one where you're waiting in the waiting room to go in.
Oh, yes,
and
yes,
like
with the guy next
with the
to me on
guy
the
cracking
couch.
his
Yeah.
knuckles. That's like a nod to, the great Ferris Bueller movie. So I feel like, and that was just because the location really looked like it. I saw the location. I was like, oh, we got to bring in a guy that looks like Charlie Sheen and sit him on this bench. So, I mean, Gone Girl was like a huge reference or influence. And what was cool is like figuring out how to do wide shots through windows or, with foreground elements. So I think like it was just fun to figure out ways to make things look as cool as possible. in knowing what the like lighting and the edginess would be. And then we had a lot of fun figuring out in the moment how to make things as funny as possible, like building on the comedy.
For my last question, I just want to ask, when you like, obviously a movie like this has so many twists and turns, and I don't want to talk about it because I want to publish this and everyone get to experience it for themselves. And so for you guys as creatives, now that more people are going to get to see the movie, what for you is your favorite part about getting to live the reactions that people are going to have in theaters or their home or wherever they watch the movie, and how they're going to engage with it?
Well, it's really fun. I showed the movie to a friend of mine who knew nothing about it going in, and she was watching it from where she lives, and I was getting all these text updates of, I think the killer's this. Wait, this guy's really hot. He's too hot to be the killer. Wait, no,
Yeah.
it's this person. So it was so fun to see the reaction of people close to me and fans as well, to see who they think the killer is and why is so fun.
Not many people
Ditto.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the screening we did once before, like I think
No
only
one
one person in the audience figured
Who
it
do
out.
people think it was? They
Like,
thought it was one of the three guys.
yeah, they just did.
Okay.
Yeah, they thought it was definitely gonna be one of the three guys, and they were surprised. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
Okay,
we just
great.
gave it away. Oh, don't use that
Spoiler.
part.
Spoiler.
Don't use that part.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll cut it. I'll cut it. It'll be fine. Well, thank you guys so much for talking with me from my own thriller movie with my lighting. I really like the movie, and I can't wait for everyone else to get to see it. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great one.